Molly! Where are you?
I'm out with Fabian.
What do you mean? I've been here for ages!
I'm really sorry, look. I'll call you later, okay?
What?
Bye.
Bitch.
Let's have a 4 shots of tequila. Let's get. Do you know how to drink?
No, I don't have a clue.
Alright. I will teach you. We gotta put on soap. Shots.
Oh my God.
Give me the key. Give me the keys. There we go. Mate, sorry.
Where have you been?
From the date you fool.
Oh, the date. How'd it go?
It's alright. Did my best.
Nice one.
Mate, can I have a drink?
Sorry, mate, we're closing in a minute.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's go. Want to go to my house?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
No.
Cheers, mate.
So sad, what I did wasn't right. I feel so bad, and I must say to you, I am when I am with you. so sad. What I did wasn't right. I feel so bad, and I must say to you, sorry, but nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. What did you expect? I'm doing my best. I feel so sad, but you know I'll be true. I feel so bad, and I must say to you.
There's no way that a woman's dress sense, the way she dresses, the way she presents herself, the way she acts, could be an excuse for rape.
In a lot of cases, women, dress up in short skirts.
But
tight
that's no
tops.
excuse to rape them.
I know, but it's not. The fact remains that very often it's not rape.
It's not rape.
You cannot say that categorically that every single time a woman goes to the police to report rape that a rape has taken place.
As a criminologist, I obviously also have some experience in psychology, and I think really we're talking particularly about young women. And I think the evidence certainly shows, the psychological evidence shows, that there is often a serious mismatch between what a woman actually does in terms of the way she dresses and the impression that she gives and the actual psychology of her expectations. The term was used earlier that she is, sort of dressing up, and she's putting herself voluntarily in this situation. I don't think often young women appreciate the dangers and the risks that they're exposing themselves to when they do, in fact, simply go out for an evening's entertainment. I don't think they realise the powerful urges to which men are so prone. Statistics also show that, in fact, of all the supposed rapes that take place, only 91% of these, or over 91% of these, actually go unreported. And they are only reported through organisations such as the Samaritans, or through help groups, or centres. They are still not reported to the police. And this must be an imperative for young women, indeed all women today. Rapes must be reported.
So many rapes go unreported.
Flo, I'd like to report a rape.
The headmaster sent me.
Come in. Are you Fabian Schwartz?
Yeah.
I am DS Buckley. This is DC Clark from Leicestershire CID. We are arresting you on suspicion of the rape of Alice Carter on January the 25th, 2002. Would you like to come with us, please, sir?
Lassen Sie mich in Ruhe. Was soll denn das? Was ist auf die Hand zu fassen? Was soll denn das? Lassen Sie mich in Ruhe.
stop, yeah? Okay. A local schoolgirl was involved in the sexual assault last week. The girl involved was seen walking with a man in a nearby car park. The man was described as a white male, 5'11", with dark hair, a slim build and a foreign accent. He was wearing blue jeans and a white shirt. Now, anyone with any information is urged to contact Detective Sergeant Lily White of the Charnwood Police to help with further inquiries. Alternatively, call Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. This service is free and anonymous.
Mum, I can't do it.
It's okay, darling. You're bound to be nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm terrified. I just can't do it. I can't see him again.
You've got to. You've got to do it just one last time.
You don't understand, do you?
I am trying to understand, but you need to do it. Then you can put it all behind you.
No one's going to believe me.
Of course they will. Oh, come here.
Thought it means the girl who cried rape. My life has been ruined.
Well, today's date, where we are addressing the topic of rape and re-victimisation. Rape is one of the most serious offences on the criminal calendar, and yet so little is understood by the general public. It is still perceived as a random sexual act, but up to 65% of victims know their attacker. This is known as acquaintance rape. Many victims are not taken seriously because of the belief that the victim was asking for it. It may be the way she was dressed, or the way she acted, or even that she may have consented to sex beforehand. 9 out of 10 rapes are not reported. This also decreases the gravity of the incident. The conviction rate for rape is extremely low and has decreased up to a third in the last 10 years. Alice now feels strong enough to speak out about the attack, in hopes that she'll prevent other women going through what she did.
It's 10 o'clock. I'm Louise Lancaster. This is Leicester Sound News. A teaching assistant from a Leicestershire school has been arrested under suspicion of a sexual attack of one of his pupils. The Board of Education has been considering the implications of hiring.
106. A German teaching assistant at Ratcliffe College is under investigation over the suspicion of rape on a sixth form pupil.
6 months after his arrest, Fabian Schwartz, the teaching assistant charged with sexual assault against a pupil, was found not guilty this morning at Leicester Crown Court. The school is reported to be pleased with the result, as they have stood by Mr. Schwartz's case.
Most women experience what is known as rape trauma syndrome. There are often long-lasting effects such as feeling of guilt, flashback, anxiety attacks. They can find it difficult to be alone with men. Their attitudes towards them vary from distrust to repulsion. And the effects are not only psychological. Following a traumatic experience like being raped, many women suffer from insomnia, headaches and a weakening of the immune system, causing them to fall ill easily. Alice experienced what is unfortunately very common for rape victims. Her case did not come to trial until several months after the incident, so just when she was beginning to try to recover, she was forced to relive the events in court. The court case often drags the victim down, undoing all the progress they've made in their recovery. She also gets ill regularly and suffers from very frightening flashbacks, even this long after the attack. 31% of women find they still suffer the after effects from being raped up to 4 years afterwards. In the trial, the defence introduced Dr. Alex Smith, a psychologist. He told the court the footage showed that Alex was acting provocatively and that, although she was drunk, that she was in control. However, when I look at it, I see a girl who is so incapacitated she can barely stand up, and Fabian is clearly touching her inappropriately. I really do not understand how anyone could misconstrue these facts so blatantly.
Well, as soon as he came to the school, he grabbed our attention. I mean, he was foreign. I mean, he was a lot older than everybody else in our year. He was more mature.
We started going out when I was 14. He was in the year above me, and I was really flattered that he liked me. He could have had anyone. Looking back, I suppose I was naive, but I thought it was expected of me.
Well, what was he doing in the first place? I can't understand why he was even going out with her. Surely the school must have made the rules clear to him. I don't know, I'm just really angry about it all.
I was so ashamed to begin with. I thought that if I tried to forget about it, it would just go away. I felt so dirty and worthless. I was unsure that it was actually rape. I just assumed it was my fault.
I just couldn't believe it when I first heard. I just wanted to cry, but I had to comfort Alice and protect her. Then I felt really angry about it, and I wanted revenge for her. The way he treated my daughter, he violated my daughter.
Around others it was fine, but when we were alone, I don't know. It was difficult. He made me think I owed him something, and I knew I wasn't like the other girls he'd had before, but it didn't feel right. It was a friend's birthday, and we had all had a few drinks. He was really persuasive, and we ended up in a room alone. He made me feel guilty, and it got out of hand. I couldn't stop him. I don't know what would have happened if a friend hadn't walked in. I couldn't ever feel safe around him again.
I was just telling the truth in court. I was just telling what happened to Alice, but everything that came out of my mouth was twisted. I was just trying to do the right thing.
Who was the victim here, him or Alice? And the way they treated Ellie in court, it was just terrible. The poor thing. All she was doing was telling the truth, and they just twisted all her words.
I started to come to terms with everything after the reporting with Fabian, but the court case brought us all flooding back. When I was being cross-examined, I had to relive the whole event again, and it was like I was being raped again.
Well, for God's sake, the school should have been on Alice's side, not his. I'm absolutely appalled with the way the school have handled the whole thing. They obviously just wanted to protect their name.
He's the one who did the wrong, but I'm the one who's suffering.
Things have been awkward between us since the trial. I mean, we've tried to keep in touch in that, but since she's moved away, it's been difficult. I mean, I contact her for birthdays and things, but I just think she wants to leave that part of her life behind her and forget about it. I mean, I guess that includes me, really.
It is so important to us that the victims are dealt with sensitively by police when complaints are received. A great deal of courage is required on the part of the victim to take the initial step to tell someone what has happened, and our main priority is the welfare of that victim. The police have a pool of trained specialist rape investigation officers who will deal with the victims in the necessary manner. If a serious sexual assault has taken place, we advise the victim not to wash, change, go to the toilet, eat or drink. This is the evidence that the victim will need to support the story. This evidence will be looked for in a medical examination. The examination is important to establish if the victim has been injured. There is also the possibility of being prescribed the morning after pill, and an appointment can be made to check for any possible infection.
Hello there, I haven't seen you for a while.
I don't remember either, so...
Yeah, about a year ago you had a young girl, she was very, very drunk in the back of my car.
Sorry, mate, you must be mistaken about that, mate.
No, I never forget a fare.
No, sorry, how much is it today, Steph?
About £10.
£10. Mate, I'm sorry to have brought you. Sorry to bother you. Here you go. Sorry, mate.
I don't understand.
It's alright. Sorry, mate.